Disney CEO Bob Iger says companies' movies have been too focused on messaging.
This creator is correct. The statement the Disney CEO released right before the weekend was kind of wild. But it makes more sense if you show the rest of the article that this creator didn't show, which explains that they're kind of making a political statement here that they released at the end of the news cycle last week so that they hoped that it would blow over by Monday and no one would see it. But you know I'm not going to let that happen, so let's talk about it today. Hi, I'm Andra. I freelance in digital marketing and graphic design. And today this statement proves to us that Disney does not have morals, they have money. Disney is a corporation first, second, third, and fourth. So they're going to follow wherever the money leads them. If things like women empowerment and diversity are trending, sad that you can say that, they're going to push those messages in their stories. And if they receive pushback, they're going to stop. So the first takeaway is that Disney CEO thinks the company has been too focused on messaging. He said that he will no longer tolerate them prioritizing messaging over storytelling. And he thinks they've lost sight that they need to entertain first and it's not about the message. And if you've ever taken a writing class, you know how insane this statement is. Because if you Google what makes for great storytelling right away, Harvard Business Review, step 1, start with a message. Yeah, we all know if you don't have a good message to convey, no one's gonna care about your story. So yeah, saying that you want to veer away from messaging and focus more on storytelling is kind of a crazy statement when the key factor of storytelling is the message you're trying to convey. And what this previous creator failed to show you is the rest of the article where it talks about how Disney has been receiving a lot of pushback from the Republican Party. They're getting increasingly upset about the representation for LGBTQ, non-binary, all of that stuff. And so the CEO says that they've always entertained with values that have a positive impact on the world. And they mentioned Black Panther as an example. And yeah, that's a really good example of a storyline that pulled so much money because it had such a great message. But then he goes on to say, yeah, it's great when you can push a message, but like the message shouldn't be the objective. So if you really read in between the lines here with a PR lens, you can tell he's trying to safely say in a way that's not going to upset the left that they're going to start now bowing down to the right some more. Because this original creator is correct. Disney hasn't been doing great financially, so they are desperately trying to figure out ways to fix that. So I guess this is saying that his idea of a solution is now trying to cater more towards the right and focus less on pushing positive messages and evolving with the times and just go back to their roots. Because yeah, going backwards in time has always been a big hit. It's interesting because a lot of this pushback on messaging has happened because Disney is worried about their financials. But if you look at some of their biggest hits, they have really important messages to convey. Inside Out, one of my favorites, was about your feelings and emotions and changes in life. Finding Nemo, making friends, conquering fears, family. And of course, there's Frozen 1 and 2. They're two biggest grossing animated films of all time, which pushes feminism, family, friendship, being brave, going out on your own. Literally what made y'all the most money. Anyways, how do you guys all feel about this? Because I'm not sure if this is the right message. Although I guess they don't really care about the message anymore, so there you go.